But the African wilderness isn't defined solely by its giants. While lions command attention for their size and power, another species earns respect for its unwavering will. Much smaller but incredibly brave, the honey badger pursues a different path to survival. And when it comes to foraging, few creatures are as persistent, resourceful, and resilient as this legendary predator. Under the scorching African sun, a honey badger spotted a turtle slowly moving across the arid savanna. Instead of charging, it stopped to assess the situation. Using its powerful claws, the honey badger flipped the turtle over and began trying to penetrate its thick, sturdy shell. This was no easy task. Unable to use brute force to get inside, it carefully experimented with different angles and weak points, relying on persistence and instinct until it finally found a gap. What follows is more than just a meal. It's a testament to the honey badger's incredible determination and problem-solving abilities. They patiently face every challenge, transforming obstacles into things to overcome rather than avoid. In the harsh environment of the savanna, this combination of intelligence, perseverance, and resilience turns difficult goals into invaluable energy. But the honey badger's ambitions aren't limited to slow-moving prey. Along riverbanks and swamp edges, they occasionally target young crocodiles, taking advantage of their small size and inexperience. Even then, the hunt demands caution, as a small mistake near the water can have serious consequences. However, what truly sets the honey badger apart is its audacity. Sometimes it will approach a mature crocodile resting near the reeds, a creature many other predators would avoid. Sensing the disturbance, the crocodile would usually retreat to safer areas underwater. But the honey badger rarely gives up. It continues patrolling the coastline, patiently circling and observing for opportunities, relying on persistence and timing rather than brute force. For the honey badger, success is rarely determined solely by size. Its greatest strengths are its perseverance, self-confidence, and unwavering determination in the face of challenge. In a world teeming with heavily armored animals and powerful predators, these qualities often allow it to achieve far more than its small stature would suggest. However, the African savanna is also home to creatures that dominate with their superior physical strength. Among them, none is more revered than the elephant. Standing over 3 meters tall and weighing several tons, it stands majestically across the land, a living force of nature. Each step carries immense power, and its mere presence is enough to remind other animals that true strength can come in many forms. Standing next to an elephant, the honey badger seems insignificant. The giant animal is much taller and weighs thousands of pounds more. However, the African wilderness has never judged courage by size alone. What honey badgers lack in stature, they often make up for with incredible determination and willpower to face challenges far beyond their size. Whether facing a lone lion or an entire pride, the honey badger rarely shows signs of retreat. Its thick, resilient skin provides protection, but its greatest asset is its unwavering will to resist pressure. Time and again, that combination has allowed it to escape confrontations that most other animals would dread. Often, both sides choose to part ways without escalating the conflict. In the African wilderness, dominance is often tied to size and strength. However, the honey badger proves that survival can depend on far less obvious things. Courage, perseverance, and a reputation built through countless confrontations can be just as powerful as physical strength. Sometimes, the most respected animals aren't the biggest, but the least submissive. As night falls over the desert, the honey badger adopts a different survival strategy. Under the moonlight, its distinctive silvery black fur stands out against the sand like a natural armor. Guided by a keen sense of smell and unwavering determination, it digs through the loose soil with its powerful front claws, searching for anything edible hidden beneath the surface, from insects and scorpions to small snakes. Across the African savanna, the lion doesn't need to prove its dominance. Its presence alone is enough to change the behavior of everything around it. Herds tighten their ranks, predators become more cautious, and the open plains fall into a silent state of awareness. A single roar can travel for miles, announcing that the ruler of this territory is near. In this world, survival is not measured by who is brave enough to confront a lion. The real question is who can hold their ground when the king of the savannah decides to move forward. When that moment comes, strength, speed, and numbers are often put to the ultimate test.
Starts with a charge to stampede prey and reveal weaklings.
As tough as it is, getting tight on the buffalo's face.
Across the vast grasslands of the southern Serengeti, African wild dogs patrol the open plains with remarkable precision. Weighing around 60 pounds each, they are not the largest predators on the savanna, but they are among the most efficient. Their success comes from teamwork. Every movement is coordinated, every chase carefully executed, turning a pack of individuals into a highly effective hunting force built on speed, endurance, and strategy.
Takedown. They have no weapon except their teeth. But they have
Despite sharing the same
premolars
landscape,
for
lions
crushing
and
it.
wild dogs rarely compete directly for food. Territory, however, is a different matter. When a male lion notices a pack moving through an area under his control, the tension rises immediately. The dogs may be fast and disciplined, but the presence of a lion changes the equation. As the giant predator advances, the pack's tight formation begins to break apart, each member instinctively creating space and preparing for a rapid retreat. When a male lion enters the scene, the wild dogs immediately change their behavior. Rather than standing their ground, they spread out and keep a safe distance, carefully tracking every movement. They understand the risk. One explosive charge from a lion can turn a tense standoff into a deadly encounter in a matter of seconds.
Violent.
a victim. But one dog appears to have...
For the lion, the objective goes beyond confrontation. Every advance is a clear message to anyone nearby. This territory is claimed, and its boundaries will be enforced.
Oh my god, look at this!
Wild dogs. Fighting.
Oh man.
Only the king can keep these threats at bay.
When an orca sets its sights on prey, the entire ocean seems to shift in its favor. Every hunt is a masterclass in power, intelligence, and flawless teamwork. In the open sea, victory doesn't always go to the strongest. It goes to the one that seizes control first. That's exactly why orcas sit at the very top of the marine food chain. Growing up to 30 feet long, orcas are the undisputed kings of the dolphin family. They don't hunt alone. These highly social predators live in tight-knit pods, combining sharp collective intelligence, sophisticated acoustic communication, and coordinated hunting tactics. From the icy Arctic to the vast Pacific, orcas showcase what true unity and strategy can achieve in the ocean. Nowhere is this more impressive than in the freezing waters of Antarctica. For seals, a floating ice floe often feels like the safest place in a dangerous sea, just a few feet of ice separating them from the predators below. But orcas don't see ice as a barrier. They see it as a challenge. When a pod spots a seal lounging on an ice floe, 3 to 5 orcas line up side by side and surge forward in perfect sync. Their powerful tail strokes create a massive wave that crashes over the ice, washing the seal straight into the water. If the floe holds firm, the orcas switch strategies instantly, using their massive bodies to rock and destabilize the ice from below until their target loses its footing. What makes this even more remarkable is what happens behind the scenes. Mother orcas often slow the hunt deliberately, giving younger members a front row seat to study every detail, how to form the line, time the wave, and coordinate their movements. In the brutal polar environment, these aren't just hunts, they're living classrooms where survival skills and cultural knowledge are passed down through generations. It's this combination of raw power and patient teaching that has kept orcas thriving as the ocean's most dominant predators for millennia. Along the rugged Patagonia coastline, the line between sea and shore is never still. Every wave reshapes the battlefield. Here, massive sea lions, some tipping the scales at 800 pounds and packed with rich, energy-dense blubber, gather during breeding season. For certain clever orcapods, they become a prized target. Just offshore, dark silhouettes hover silently beneath the surface, watching and waiting. One wrong move, a young sea lion venturing too far or drifting from the safety of the group, and the calm explodes into action. Using the power of a rising wave, these orcas execute one of nature's most daring hunts, intentional beaching. A massive body surges onto the sand, snatches its prey, then pivots sharply and powers back into deeper water. It's a split-second gamble that demands flawless timing. One small mistake, and the hunter could become stranded. If a sea lion slips away into open water, the orcas shift tactics instantly. They form a tight pincer, cutting off any route back to shore. Every move is synchronized, directed by the pod's experienced matriarch. It's a masterclass in coordinated strategy. Farther north, another epic drama plays out along the gray whale's epic 12,000-mile migration. These ocean giants travel each year from cold northern feeding grounds to the warm lagoons of Mexico, where they give birth. A mother weighing up to 90,000 pounds becomes a living shield for her calf, placing her massive body between her baby and any shadows lurking below. Moving herd of buffalo. The lions creep forward in perfect silence, low to the scorched grass, their golden eyes locked on their target. One buffalo wanders just a little too far from the group. In a heartbeat, the ambush explodes. The lone buffalo fights with savage fury, but one animal is no match for the coordinated power of the entire pride. Before long, the thunder of the retreating herd fades into the distance, and the savanna settles into a new rhythm, still watchful but calmer. They hunt together with chilling intelligence, relying on strategy, timing, and unbreakable family bonds. At the heart of every pride is a tight-knit sisterhood of related females who work as a unit to feed and raise the next generation. The dominant males guard the territory and the young, but the lionesses carry the pride on their backs, literally and figuratively. In this land where hesitation means death, they move like living shadows, patient, ruthless, and perfectly adapted to rule their domain. In this vast landscape, few creatures command more respect than the African elephant. These living giants look like massive boulders on the move. The biggest bulls stand nearly 14 feet tall at the shoulder and can weigh over 6 tons. Their thick, wrinkled skin serves as natural armor, while their sweeping tusks act as both powerful tools and symbols of status. Elephants live in tight-knit family herds led by an experienced matriarch. These wise females guide the group to water and fresh grazing grounds, fiercely protect the calves, and pass down generations of knowledge about the land. Visible until it's too late. Distant watering hole. Another drama is unfolding. A mother cheetah and her cubs haven't eaten in 2 days. She's spotted her chance. A group of Thompson's gazelles finishes drinking and begins moving back toward the open plains. The cheetah waits for the perfect moment, then slips forward like a ghost. When one gazelle suddenly bolts an alarm, the entire grassland comes alive. The chase is on.